2017 Eagles. Yeah. It's why Jim Schwartz will never look for a job again. Okay, like every single team. I don't know why this happens because people get so fixated on only helping the quarterback through the offensive side of the ball, and it's like that will help their stats. That will help you put up points if you get a wide receiver offensive line, no doubt. But if we're talking about winning games, nothing helps a quarterback more than having an elite defense. Like legitimately.
I want us to be fair. I want us to be fair to Nick Foles, because Nick Foles was hooping in that Super Bowl. He was hooping in that Super Bowl.
The only example of this, and it's one that people won't get because the names associated, the only time I've ever seen a mediocre quarterback just like rise to greatness without it being driven by the defense, Joe Flacco 2012.
Oh, he was hooping.
He was hooping.
All postseason.
It was hooping. That wasn't a good defense. It just had Ray Lewis and Ed Reed on it, but in Terrell Suggs. But they weren't like great Terrell Suggs, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis. That wasn't a defensive driven. I will always down that hill to Joe Flacco just turned into Joe Montana. Okay. Like for 4 weeks, he just turned into the greatest quarterback you had ever fucking seen in your life. I can't explain it.
He had like a 16-0 touchdown to interception ratio in the postseason.
If you hated on Joe Flacco that whole playoff run, you were right, but he was just spectacularly good in that one, just inexplicably good. He never played that good again in his life. Okay, that is the only one I can think of where I'm like, no, he didn't have a great defense. He was a mediocre quarterback, but it involves somebody who usually is mediocre playing at such a high level that it's infallible.
Also, we need to throw this out since apparently this is out there. This is out there now, so we gotta throw it out there. The Giants, the Falcons, and the Titans are currently considered to be the favorites to land John Harbaugh.
I'm not surprised. Falcons. Hey, look, shout out to the Falcons because they're taking a bullet for us.
No lie, he should go to the Falcons. If I was him,
that won't be a bad place. That won't be a bad place for him.
I think the Falcons is the fallback. I think it's the Giants and who else?
The Titans.
He's trying to decide which quarterback he likes. If he likes any of those quarterbacks, if he doesn't like any of those quarterbacks, he'll take the Falcons job.
We got a super chat.
The Falcons job is the easiest path to winning the division.
Yeah, not doing much else though.
Maybe not doing much else, but I mean, it's something.
I feel like he's won enough divisions to where I don't think he cares. I think he wants to
Someone said in the super chat, they said, other than Myles Garrett, what makes the Browns head coaching job more attractive than the Steelers or Ravens openings? Well, Ravens got Lamar Jackson. Steelers have no one. Their roster is one of the oldest in the league. They don't have a quarterback, and this is just not their roster. Just isn't good.
You can't say, hey, other than this obvious thing that makes us a more attractive job. What makes the Browns Myles Garrett comes with the fucking job, right? Myles Garrett and money. The Browns have money and cash that they're willing to spend. The Browns are the team that has the really big NIL budget. That's who the Browns are. They are going to spend money on the roster.
Yeah, they have a top 5 defense right now
with 2 first-round picks, right, upcoming this year, and probably what they're telling people $101 million free agent budget.
Also, if we're being honest, the Steelers are the worst job in the AFC North currently. Currently, they are the worst job.
Yeah, because one has Lamar. The Steelers job, it really matters how much you value the whole owner respectability politics that people love to fucking play. I don't think people care as much about that kind of shit, but I think they care about if a team has a quarterback, and if they don't have a quarterback, what do they have? The Browns have a good enough defense to where they can provide a very low floor for a very high floor for a quarterback to win games. That's it. That's the second part, Cove, that we need to get to, right? We talked about how defense can just look what it did for CJ Stroud. Terrible game. Won it. Ain't it crazy that the Browns defense has been like that for 3 years? In the last 2 seasons, we've won only 8 games.
That's how bad the quarterback plays, man. That's how bad the offense is. That's how bad the offense has been, bro.
The bar is so fucking low to simply win games. The bar is so low in Cleveland. It's so low. You don't have to be that good.
Think about this. They've only won so little because they've had the worst offense in the entire NFL for 2 consecutive seasons.
If they just had the 30th, man.
Bro, if you can get this offense, if you're a head coach, honestly, listen to this. Honestly, if you're a head coach and you're thinking about taking this job, If you get this offense to 24th, you're probably going to win like 10 games.
Yeah, the thing is, I would say this too. If you feel confident in your ability as a coordinator or as an offensive mind to be able to figure out some solutions for the Cleveland Browns, you're not that far away from being better than the Texans. Like, the Browns defense has a higher ceiling than the Texans because ultimately they have to make up Myles Garrett with two people. We just got Myles Garrett and other people who, right?
Oh no. That Houston defense is crazy, bro.
It is. That
Houston defense is nuts.
Myles Garrett had 23 sacks.
I get what you're saying, but
I'm pretty sure year 2, Mason Graham is going to be pretty good. Lee Collins comes back.
Carson's is really
already
good.
An All-Pro.
He's really good.
You still got Denzel Ward. You just got rid of Greg Newsome.
Yeah, man, that's a really good defense, Q. I don't know if I want. That's a great defense, man.
It's a really good defense, but I would bet on the one with Myles on it. Like, think about, like, the Browns were like top 5 in like a bunch of stats this year with the offense contributing a historically low amount. Like, the Texans dealt with not much on offense, but not as much as the Browns had to, and the Browns were still
clearly have a better offense than the Browns.
Yeah. We just watched the Browns every play of the fucking Browns, so we know where all the warts are on the defense. I'm sure if we watched every play of the Texans, we would be more aware of where the warts are, and we're going to probably see those warts against the Patriots, right? Because, like, this is not an encouraging game for the Texans, if we're being honest about their prospects going forward. They are far too inconsistent of a team to make a run.
I'll say this about them. That defense is good enough. That defense is good enough to get them to the AFC Championship. It might even be good enough to get them to the Super Bowl. But you have to be, like, super concerned about that offense.
I think we're also getting a little carried away of what we saw them do against the Steelers. We need to remember that the Steelers' offense is absolute shit.
That's true too.
The talent gap that the Texans have on defense to the Steelers' offense is fucking insane. Had DJ Stingley out there.
Like, they legitimately got maybe like
Jalen Petrie out there, bro.
3 or 4 All-Pros on that defense.
Yeah. But we have also seen times where we saw the Texans go against better teams where we're like, oh no, they're not dominating the way they should. It's really good defense. I'm not trying to slight them. I'm just saying I think the Browns' ceiling is probably higher because they have that mix of veteran and young talent coming in. Like, I think they could probably be better over the next couple of years if you continue to draft well. Because what if you get an impact player at safety in the 3rd round?
I was about to say the secondary, to me, is where you see the biggest difference between the Houston Texans defense and the Browns defense.
I don't think there's that much of a difference. I mean, like, Petrie, definitely a difference there, but
they got Stingley and they got Lassiter, who's also he's really, really fucking good.
I think we're talking about 2 really great defenses, but also, like, think about what Myles Garrett does to offenses. Like, just before, like, Myles Garrett don't even got to get a sack.
Yeah, he makes it easier, especially for the rest of the defensive line, to play at a higher level because
I think Anthony Reinhardt put out this amazing post where he's like, yeah, man, the Browns paid like $5.1 million for Greg Newsome and Tyson Campbell. And got
this year, yeah,
better play to the Jaguars got both of them for like $20 million.
Shout out to the Jags, man. Thank you for losing that game. We appreciate it.
I knew it was going to happen. I tried to tell JP because JP was like, I think we're going to win. I think we might blow them out. I was like, either you blow out the Bills or you play a close game and lose. like those are the 2 options in that game. And also, look, man, my Trevor Lawrence math is undefeated. Okay. Trevor Lawrence.
You did call it. I ain't gonna lie.
Trevor Lawrence he's just one of those quarterbacks where it's like, oh, he's had 7 good games in a row. Okay, it's about to happen. He got that Baker Mayfield in him, right? He's much better than Baker, but it's like high tier Baker Mayfield living. You know what I mean? Like, you're at the luxury condo Baker Mayfield, but you still got Baker Mayfield issues. What, you threw 2 interceptions in that game? Yeah. It was coming.
So I'm gonna give him a little grace, though. The first one, absolute ham sandwich. 33. Absolute ham. Just
5-layer burrito.
Just make double. Just tossed it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that one was bad. That second one, though, wasn't really a bad throw. It was terrible result, unfortunately. Tips off the hands, tips right up, pick. I've seen it a million times. It happens.
It's tough. I don't think he played well in that game, like, outside of the interceptions either. But yeah, that's what Trev does, right? Trev has been inconsistent since Clemson. It's been the case, right? Since his second year at Clemson. His first year, he was good all year. That second year, he was like, I don't know, this doesn't look like the guy who everybody said should win the Heisman Trophy. Like we've been doing this shit with Trevor forever. This is who Trevor is. And also, I just felt like the happiness level from JP was just too high.
Way too high.
Way too high. I'm like, nah, this got to come back down to earth, right? Like this man he talking about, man, I think we might get to the AFC Championship game. Okay. All right. You need to lose to the Bills. Okay. You want to go through the playoff games real quick?
Yeah, let's go through the playoff games real quick.
All right, let me pull them up here on ESPN. But it was a interesting. Well, let's talk about the college football playoff real quick too. Yeah, let's talk about it, right? Because it was a good game. Ole Miss and Miami.
That was a good game.
That was a great game. What do you think of Trinidad?
If he declared, well, it looks like
he's got to declare. He's not at the point to where he declares. NCAA declares for him.
Yeah, like you need to go to the league. Yeah, like you got to go to the league, brother. You got to go to the league.
He's out of eligibility.